everyone. Welcome back to Be Creative Stamping. Today I'm going to share with you how to create this gift card holder. When you turn it over, there is a place to put a gift card, and this is for the handy person in your life. Now we're going to use products from the Urban Underground Suite. Let me show you where they're located in your Occasions catalog. You're going to find all of the supplies on pages 46, 47, and 48. And let me give you a close-up look of some of these products. This is the Nailed It stamp set, and it does have a coordinating bundle called Build It. Now you can purchase these two items together and save 10%. We also have the Urban District stamp set, and we're going to be using these on the gift card. Also, from our annual catalog, we're going to use the hardwood background stamp. Before we get started creating the gift card, I do want to share with you the measurements. And I also want to let you know this gift card was created using 12 by 12 craft paper. And we carry this craft card stock in our annual catalog. So I'll definitely put a reference to that on the supply list. So again, this one's created in craft. Today's gift card will be created in crumb cake cardstock. So, I mean, you can definitely see a difference in the colors. And the 12 by 12 craft is pretty heavy duty. It's heavier than the crumb cake. And you do get 12 sheets in a package. And I think it retails for $7 US dollars. Okay, so measurements. The first one I want to give you is actually the base of the gift card. And so the measurement is 4.5 inches by 4 inches. Okay. And then you'll need another piece of crumb cake. This one's going to measure 4.5 inches by 2.5 inches. And you'll see why. This will be the gift card holder that we attach to it. You'll also need designer paper, the very same size. So the designer paper measurement is 4.5 inches by 2.5 inches. And then you're going to need 2 strips of cardstock. And this measurement, again, 4.5 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And you'll want 2 of those. And to create the little ruler, this is created in Delightful Dijon, and it measures 4.5 inches across by 1/2 inch. I'm going to start with the main sheet of this project. This is the 4.5 inches by 4 inches. And then one of these strips, remember we need 2 of them, but we're only going to use 1 right now. We'll also need the hardwood background stamp. And we'll need soft suede ink. So we're going to create this wood grain background. So since this stamp is so large, I'm actually going to ink it up upside down and just get a lot of coverage here. And then I am going to lay this right on top. And I'm going to lay this on top as well. Okay? And I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper. And I am just going to rub. And we should have our background. All right. So there it is. We're now ready to stamp some tools using the Nailed It stamp set. And we're going to stamp this handle of the saw, the handle of the hammer, and then the end to this screwdriver here, okay? And I'm using Delightful Dijon cardstock, real red, and I'm actually going to use some Island Indigo as well. So you'll see what I'm about to do. I have already stamped the hammer handle. And so I'm just going to use one of these. I could do the saw in red as well. But I'm going to make all three tools. They're going to each be a different color. So the hammer's real red. And now I am going to, I'll make the screwdriver Island Indigo. And I really just need the handle. So that's actually all I'm going to stamp. And then for the saw, we'll make that Delightful Dijon. The Delightful Dijon is retiring May 31st, 2017, or while supplies last. So this is one of the end colors, and it will retire shortly. All right, let me show you the framelits. They are right here, and you're going to want to have some silver foil on hand. Our silver foil sheets, 2 in a package. The size is 12 by 12 inch, and I have cut this one to fit the tools. And we're going to need to cut out the hammer, the screwdriver, and the saw. This is what the tools look like when they're cut out of the foil. And I do want to show you how to line up the other tools since we're only using handles of them. So for the saw right here, we're actually going to line it up about there and run it through the Big Shot. Let me show you the hammer. The very same thing, you're going to line this up and cut it out. And then for the screwdriver, you're going to lay it just like this and roll this through the Big Shot as well. Okay, I want to show you how to cut these out. This is the saw. It has just come through the Big Shot. So now I'm going to pop that out. This little piece of paper here, take your stylus or scissor points and you can pop that little piece out, okay? All right, so with cutting the saw, I have kind of been doing this. I'll just show you real quick, okay? And I could certainly trim that more if I want. Maybe I will. Okay, it's really up to your discretion. And let's see, let me show you the hammer. This is the hammer and how it came out. So now I'm just going to trim that off. And for the screwdriver, see this right here? I'm actually just going to go straight across, okay? Now, I actually put these on with Tombow glue because the silver foil sheets, they're slippery. And I'm not sure how the snail would hold up. And so I just used a little bit of Tombow glue. Oops, that's kind of a lot of Tombow glue. We really didn't need that much. Totally forgot this was a new bottle. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that sit right there. And I'm going to let it start drying, okay? Now, the screwdriver is next. And basically, it's the same thing with all three of them. I could even put the Tombow on the cardstock if I want, okay? It doesn't have to go on to the silver foil, all right? And the last one, and let's see, I'll just go ahead and apply it to the silver foil. Just like that. And I'm going to let them sit to the side just to dry. It's going to take them a few minutes because they want to slide around, okay? Let me show you the ruler that we're creating. This was your Delightful Dijon piece. And of course, it's measured at 4.5 by 1/4 inch. And so what you do is you take the framelit and you turn it over because we want the lines down. And this actually fits right on top. This little framelit is 1/4 inch wide. And so here it is. You would roll it through and then it'll come out looking like this. Now you can make your ruler any size or any width that you want. Here is a ruler done with the silver foil sheets. And as you can see, I made this one much wider. This is probably 3/4 of an inch or even an inch. So that's really up to you. You can make it any size that you would like. Okay, we're going to get back to the gift card, and I want you to notice this nifty little handle in here. I got this idea from this Framelits set. This piece right here is going to be our handle, all right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just center this, and I'm just going to eye it. I'm not going to measure. And I'm going to lay this on the big shot and cut this out. Okay, this part is done, and this is what the cutout looks like when it's actually cut out with paper. And in the Nailed It stamp set, if you look at these greetings, they all fit on this. So you could actually stamp words on this and apply it to a card, okay? And while I'm thinking about it, let me just show you what all the Framelits look like when they're cut out. So this is done in the Delightful Dijon cardstock. Here's that piece we were just talking about. We've got a hexagon here, and these are the tools. Here is a bolt and a screw. And this negative piece here, this size circle, came from there. So you may even need that in some of your crafting. And then this is the ruler right here. Okay, we're now ready to add this little strip going across. And so I'm actually going to use tear and tape for this. So I'm going to put this here, and then I'm actually going to tear, and this here, and I'm going to tear again. And you may want to use your grid paper for doing this next part. Excuse me. All right, so I'm just going to lay this here, okay? And then I want to be able to line up this band going across. So let's see. Here are my scissors. I'm going to lift up this little covering that's on the tear and tape. Okay. And I think I'll line it up, I think about right here. And let's see, we're going across. I'm going to want to put it there. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to lift this up so you can see what we've done. And also, let me just point out, when you ink your background stamp, the hardwood, if you'll lay your paper just the way that I did, look how the lines are lining up. So, I mean, it's almost perfect. So, all right, we're going to add a ruler, and let's see, I think I'll use Tombow on this as well. I've been using this a lot lately, and I have to say that I'm really liking it. I think I have finally learned how to not get it all over me and have sticky fingers all day. All right, and so now we're just going to flip this over. And we are going to center it across here, okay? And we'll just give that a few minutes. The other nice thing about using the Tombow glue, you have a few minutes to wiggle around. So if you need to wiggle it to get it straight, I mean, you've got the time to be able to do that. So that is one of the benefits of using the Tombow liquid glue. Okay, now since we've done this part, let me go ahead and add the embellishments. This is the fun part. These embellishments are called Urban Underground, and it has screws, and it has these stars, which I'm going to call rivets, and it also has an octagon shape, which is adorable. Oh, and here's the octagon shape. I thought I was going to have to show you in the catalog. See this little octagon shape here? Or maybe it's hexagon. Anyway, love this shape, but I'm out of it. And so I'm going to use the rivets today. And I am going to take my scissor points, I think. There we go. To lift that up. Oh, you know what? I forgot. That one did not have adhesive. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, we're lifting that one up, and I'm going to put it about right there. Okay. Whoops. And by the way, when it doesn't have adhesive, you can add a little glue dot to the back of it. And I think I'm actually going to do that so that I can use it. So here I am adding the glue dot. Okay. And I am going to put it right here. Okay. All right. Now let's work on the back before we put our tools in. And we are going to add this piece right here to the back. Okay, and I am going to use the tear and tape for that. Before applying this, I actually want to round the corners of this gift card. If you'll notice here, the corners are rounded. There they are. And I'm going to use my old Creative Memories punch. It's the only corner rounder that I have. So I'm just sliding that in. And then, of course, this is going on the back. And so I want to round these corners as well. And I also want to round the corners on the designer paper. Okay. All righty. So to get started, we are going to need the sticky strip. All righty. We're ready to peel this off. And we're going to apply it to the back. Notice I kept the top open. There is no tape on that, so you only want to put your tear and tape on the sides and the bottom, okay? All right, and now we're going to add the designer piece, and I'm going to use this side, and so I'm going to put my snail on this side. Now, for this, you could definitely tape all four sides because this is not going to hold the gift card, okay? And also, you can actually add the gift card, the designer paper, to the cardstock before putting it on, if that makes sense. So you don't have to do it this way if you don't want to. All right, we are ready to add a greeting to the very back of the gift card. And we're going to put "You're the best." And we're going to be using Early Espresso ink. And here we go. Thought I had misplaced the Early Espresso. All right, so "You're the Best" is from the Urban District stamp set, okay? I love both of the stamp sets, and they both coordinate with the Framelits. So I just can't see owning one and not the other, because you could certainly use both of them. All right, so this is where this little guy is going to go. And I could use snail. Like I said, I've been using this lately, and I'm liking it. And just trying to get it picked up here. And let's see. I could use my grid paper to line it up. I'm actually going to use the X's on the designer paper, okay? And let's put our little gift card inside. All right, so that's where the little gift card will go. And when we flip it over, this is where we can put our tools. Now, there's a little bit of glue left there. Okay, so tools here. Hang on 1 minute. Put the hammer in the middle and then the little screwdriver. Now, at this point, if you are concerned about your tools and losing them, just add a glue dot and that will take care of it. You can just kind of put a glue dot on the back Let me show you. I always lift the glue dots up with my scissor points because if I pick the glue dot up with my finger, by the time I get it in the right place, the glue dot is all balled up on my finger. And so that works better. Okay. And so that is the Nailed It gift card holder. Please let me know if you have any questions. Head on over to my blog for a supply list. Thanks so much for buzzing by.